Hey guys, while I'm eating my lunch, yeah, I'm gonna do some Q&As. I just finished making my video for the Steven Universe theory I have from Hitting the Diamond, since I was unable to do anything with Hit the Diamond on Thursday or Friday. Um, so now I'm doing my Q&As. They're all from this one person, so other than the ones from I did mention about the Doll Maker's Domain stuff. Or whatever I was talking about earlier in my very first video. Or second. I don't know which order I put them in. Anyway, so this is gonna be, I guess, 40 through 50. And there might not be all the questions I might not answer for this one or at all. I will mention that as I go through them all. Okay, what class am I taking this summer? I am taking a philosophy class online, and so far so good. I might have not done okay on the last two. I mean, the first one was easy, but it's just making sure you are paying attention, taking notes, and then making sure you look back at things, whether it's in the book or from the online notes or whatnot, for the homework, because it's on a completely separate website. Who is my best friend? Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. I actually had two best friends growing up. The first one was when I was still living in my old hometown, my first hometown. And I don't know if it was just because our moms were friends or we were both in Girl Scouts and that's how we became friends, but I considered her my best friend at the time. I'm not going to be mentioning her name because I don't know if with that. I will mention the other one's name though. Or at least her first name. But when I moved, not everybody stayed in touch. I mean, my mom and I saw her mom from time to time. But I didn't really stay in touch with everybody from my old hometown or my old school. Some of my classmates from my old school moved to my current hometown or just was close enough where they could go to that high school when we were all in high school or even junior high. But she wasn't one of them. My second best friend, who was my main best friend since I was a kid, I didn't meet until 2 years later. Now this has to go along with if I ever talked about my cat Oreo during my first year in this. The reason why I got into making the YouTube blog is because he had passed away and I needed something to distract me that whole summer. And RWBY, obviously. That's how that whole idea of RWBY never existed. I probably wouldn't have thought of doing any video blogs, so I have that. So I have my own to thank for that. But the same year I got Oreo when he was just a kid was now I'm gonna say I had a rough 4th grade. It's like everyone saw who I was really, even though I was a good kid. And some people picked on me. So 4th grade wasn't easy. So probably by the end of the summer for 5th grade, it's like I was wishing I had a friend. I just wanted a friend, like a real friend at the time, because even with third meeting people who were nice, I didn't really know, because I wasn't from that town, who was my true friend at the time. I mean, never know when you have a true friend. Trust me, when I was at my old school, I had thought I had a friend who actually stabbed me in the back this was just 2nd grade. That's how mean kids can be sometimes. So moving to my current hometown and having no friends whatsoever, I only had my 2 cousins living in that same town. It wasn't easy, my first 2 years. So wishing for a friend, around the time of the beginning half of 5th grade, we got Oreo as a kid. And then in the latter half, we had a new girl move. Now, she wasn't from my homeroom class, but one day I was getting picked on. Back when I was a kid, it wasn't the fact of I was telling on people just to get them in trouble. I was trying to help them learn or correct their mistakes, but I was doing it in the wrong way, so I still was a telltale, and people would call me that and make fun of me. And one day, like in the spring, after winter break half of 5th grade, this girl had come up and defended me, and we've been friends ever since, and we still do talk to each other on the phone, or we're still on Facebook, talk to each other sometimes on Facebook. Now there's a little bit of a time change with where she's at, because she's still in the United States, but it's a few hours difference. So she'll call me sometimes, like, to talk if she needs to hear somebody talk to her before as she's going home, because she works late nights. But she's a good friend of mine. Her name's Shayna, and that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying her first name. But yeah, we're really close, and even though we're kind of opposites, I was more of the anime bookworm, and she was still a bookworm too, but she was more the country farm girl a little bit. But as we grew up, it's like some of our some of our interests combined, and her mom and my mom were okay with each other. We're all friends. So we had one incident when we were in junior high, but we all have put that aside. But yeah, she's my current best friend, and I mean, I have friends now that are very, very close, but I still consider Shayna my best friend from now until the end of time, or until something happens that would drive a serious wedge between us. But I don't think that would ever happen. I'm gonna skip number 43. I am gonna answer it, but it's just gonna be a different time. Have I ever shot a gun? I don't know if I should answer this. I mean, because I don't want to. It's just with safety and everything, but I'm gonna just say no. If I could shoot a gun, I would actually go and learn to. Not because of. It's nothing to do with politics. It's just my own safety. I would get a license, and it would only be in most drastic measures, like someone robbing my house or someone threatening to kill me. But I wouldn't have one to carry around with me if I had to, because for one thing, with everything going on with gun control, it's chaotic. Have I ever done anything illegal? Not really. I mean, there was one thing, but I don't really feel like talking about it, and it wasn't exactly illegal since I never got caught. How old am I? 23. I will be 24 next January. So that's a long ways away. What's my favorite alcohol beverage? I'm gonna say gin and tonic. Don't judge me. It's just like, I'm very impressionable, and so something got me interested to try gin and tonic, and so once I tried it, it's like, that's what I like. Mix a little cranberry juice in there. I do like other drinks, like fruity or bitter kind of drinks. Like, I like mojitos. I also like margaritas. I go for anything but I have to make sure I know which ones will make me hammered. Like, I have to stay away from rum unless I have something to mix it in with it, or having food, because I go straight to sleepy drunk. I'm not joking. I go straight to that. But yeah, gin and tonic's my favorite, I guess. Do I snore? No, my parents do, but I do not. I have been known to talk in my sleep from time to time, and it's not like full conversation stuff, and I just had this conversation with somebody. I mumble a little bit in my sleep, and then one time when I was mumbling, I said a name out loud, and it was nobody that was a part of my life or I knew at the time, or even now. I think I don't even know what the name is anymore, but my mom asked me, like, the next day, it's like, who's and it's like, I don't know, what are you talking about? It's like, you said that in your sleep. The only other thing that I can recollect is when I had a bad nightmare back when my freshman year, and it was the strangest dream, and I was like kind of moaning or something in my sleep, or like saying no or something. My dad woke me up because I literally was holding my wrist. I'm not gonna tell you what the dream was, but it wasn't a good one. Do I have any nicknames? Yes, I go by Allie or Alice, and yes, the one from Wonderland. It's better than having to be called Al, trust me. I'm kind of adopting the nickname Al, mainly for my books thing, but it is an option. But I prefer Allie or Alice. The thing is, I didn't really have a nickname when I was younger because, growing up, there was more than one Allie, and it was like their actual name Allie, and in school, so pretty much I couldn't get a nickname, because then if we were both in the same room, it's like that would be very confusing. So I just always stayed Allison for a long period of time. The only one who really gave me a nickname called me by my nickname was Shayna. What is my job? I am working at a veterinary clinic, and then I'm currently switching jobs. I'm still the same position but different facility. But I'm not saying what the places are I work at, because, privacy. But I'm currently gonna be still working as like a dishwasher and or server. Well, the first job I was only one and only was the other when they needed me to. This one I don't know for sure what's happening. I'm still getting the kinks out of for the information. So that's 40. I'm skipping 43, but that's 40 through 50. So I'm just getting rid of the numbers. Because I literally put numbers on here so I would see what this was. And yeah. I think I can do one more set. Okay, no, I already did 23 through 28. 29 through 39, or 29 through 39, let's see, did I do that? Yeah, that's probably my last big set. Where's the camera? So yeah, I'll just start doing those. What are my favorite TV shows? Well, they fluctuate between stuff, like I can say how many things I watched during this regular school year, whether it's, and all that, but I have different things I like. Right now, I'm really watching, we just got done watching Flash, or I just got done watching Flash and Arrow. I got into that Mortal Instrument or City of Bones, I don't know which one, I think it's Mortal Instrument, the one with the Half Angel Warriors. I gave that a shot and I liked it. I watch superhero stuff from Marvel on Disney with my dad whenever that's on. We also watch Walking Dead, me and my dad. We're big fans of that. We're starting to wean out of Vampire Diaries because it's just getting Cartoon wise, well, I'm waiting for the next Avatar: The Last Airbender season to come out because I know they're supposed to be doing another one at some point, unless something happened. But animation-wise, I watch Steven Universe. That's a big thing I'm into, and I can't wait for the next sets of episodes whenever they do them. I'm giving this one little show a try, but I don't feel like talking about it because it's kind of like the whole same thing with certain other shows. Like you feel like you're too old for that stuff, but and technically you are. I actually saw this meme where it's like Call of Duty something, and it's aimed for adult males, but boys play it, and then vice versa for Pokemon. It's aimed for little boys, and it's end up being like adult males. Same thing with My Little Pony too. And yes, I do watch that. Actually, I got to watch this Saturday's episode and Pokemon's episode because these last 3 days I literally have been busy. Thursday, Friday, Saturday have all been busy. And then I just got. Oh, actually, I can show you another thing I like to watch. It's not exactly a TV series; it's more of a web series. With its own movies called Monster High. And I already had like a bunch of these, but I just bought 2 new ones that were kind of on sale recently. 13 Wishes and Great Scary Reef, which wasn't on Netflix, which I was even though I watched it already once, it's like now I'm happy that I own it. TV shows wise. That's about it right now. There's a lot of shows I still like to watch and rewatch from time to time. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's no all-time favorite show I will watch I'm watching right now. Besides Steven Universe, probably. But that, like I said, they just had their last one for this set for a while, so I don't know when they're doing the next sets of episodes. Favorite teacher? Really? I had a lot. If you're talking about just college, or if you're talking about in general, I don't have a favorite teacher because I liked most of my teachers. Especially in high school, there was a lot of one. In junior high, high school. Every teacher I've had, except for first grade, has really understood what I've been going through. With school struggles. Literally every single teacher knows what I go through, and they get told elementary through high school they got told, but college was an option. But I decided to say if I absolutely had to. But like I said, first grade's the only one who I had a teacher that I did not like, and I got lucked out with second grade that I got the teacher I got because there was a shift change where either a teacher came in or they decided to add another teacher to second grade, and the teacher I could have gotten was no. And for all of you who know me from my first school, that watch this, not the high school and all that, which the questioner would know me from, but even before that. This person was not a nice person. So I got lucky that they had that change and I got a different teacher. So pretty much I can't answer that question. I mean, like, I just had to do that, something like that with a paper, like, and I mean, there's a lot of teachers in high school that made a big influence on me, and I picked one that she kind of got a bad rep because she wasn't always nice, but she was just trying to teach us all to be our best and not be disrespectful, which a lot of people in my class were usually. And I got it for 2 different years, sophomore and senior. So if you know who I'm talking about, Emily, it's just, yeah. Favorite musical? I like too many. I love Wicked. I love Phantom of the Opera. I love Chicago. I mainly love dancing or trying to sing or dance to Subwalk Tango. That's the only one I really love to do. But Phantom of the Opera, I love singing both the Christine Daae's part and Phantom's part. I mean, like, because my vocal cords have dropped a little and cracked a little, I prefer doing his part now than hers. Maybe when I was younger, I would do, like, high school age, I would do Christine's part, just Christine's part, but I mainly do Phantom. Like, I even, so it's like, that's kind of what some of the stuff I've had ideas with before have spawned off of. And I love Wicked, and although I have had a Glinda voice before, and I could sing her better with particular song, which is my favorite, which anybody who was in choir with me knows that we did that, and the girl who was mainly the singer for the solo part when we did it, or when she did for so long, Combo was amazing at it. But I'm up for singing Elphaba's part more. Even though at the time when I was still in choir, I had a Glinda voice. Though not so hoity-toity. Have I ever broken a bone? Technically, no. I split a bone. Right here. I was in 4th grade, so this was before technically, yes, I have, but right here, but I will get to that story maybe with the next one. Because after this question, I will end it and do the next Q&A set, so that will be the rest of this one, and then the final set, I think. So, yeah, this was kind of a short one. That's because I'm able to clunk these in, and I can do it longer than what I've been doing with my videos in the past. But I split this bone in 4th grade, and let's just say that I caught the first one, so I got the kid out, and I was happy. So when it happened the second time, it literally jammed the finger and split the bone, and this was like a kickball kind of thing. So, I mean, I had to wear a splint on my finger. I think it was this one because I had a hard time writing. So, yeah. The other one was the same story about, like, my worst accident or worst injury. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna drop this video here. So click like, subscribe, and add more questions, people. I don't want Emily just being the only one, so even though she has very good questions, I want to hear from all of you guys who do watch me. I know sometimes I can be a pain in the butt, but it's like, I'm willing to hear questions. Just know what you're asking.